morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day is that you're watching this. But for those gathered this evening, welcome to class. It's been an interesting 8 weeks so far in this lockdown, and there has been so many ups and downs through it. One of the things, of course, that helps us stay grounded is to smell the flowers with our feet on the ground, take a yoga class, and just simply take a moment out for ourselves, check in, become quiet and still, and allow that wisdom inside us an opportunity to make itself known, drawing us a little bit closer to the connection to universe, connection to all of this. You see, we are not just a wave on the ocean. We are the ocean, collectively. Our practice allows us to get underneath the surface of the roughness of the waves, and it allows us to come to the stillness and quietness of the depths of the ocean. So let's start. Bring our hands onto our knees, sitting here in a cross-legged position, as long as you're comfortable. Ultimately, we want to get our heart over our hips. We want to get, of course, our head over our heart. I have trying to align my heels somewhat. I'm using a block. I find that I need to get my hips a little higher in order to get my knees somewhat lower than my hips, and I think you'll find this ideally. All right. Let's just close our eyes. We're just going to take a few cleansing breaths. So we're using the nose, so breathing in and out through the nose. A couple long, slow breaths, cleansing breaths, feeling the breath coming in and the breath coming out. And then giving yourself permission to just organically begin to move. So let's just start to gently move our head in a circle. Just very easy. And then change directions of that circle. Notice how perhaps the movement of your head is now synchronizing a little bit with the inhalation and exhalation. Or at least if you can draw those two parts together. All right. So coming to stillness again, let's just take the left fingers and we're just going to walk them over to the left side of the mat. And we'll reach that right arm up. Continue to walk the left fingers over to the left side, and you're just going to turn your gaze and look under the bicep of that left arm. Just bring yourself to a position where you can feel and enjoy the stretch along the left side of your body. Allow the left shoulder blade to collapse towards the right, lifting and lengthening out of the hips. Sure to keep that left sits bones on the mat. Take a breath in along that left side of your body. And soften in a little bit more depth as you exhale. Pushing into the right hand, or left hand, let's come rise all the way up, reach both arms up. And then we're going to take that right hand down to the mat, keeping the left arm lifted, walking those right fingertips away. And again, ensuring that left sits bone stays on the mat. You bend into that right elbow as much as you want, lowering. Just looking for a stretch. Now left side, right side. Close your eyes. Inhale, right up the side of the body, from hip to fingertips. Gently again, draw left shoulder blade towards right. On your next inhale, we're going to bring ourselves all the way back up, reach both arms up, inhale. Now we're going to twist over to the left. Take your left hand behind you, right hand crosses the front of your body, grab a hold of the outside of that left knee or thigh. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, twist from the belly, the chest. Turn the head and look over that left shoulder. Let your inhale lengthen you. And exhale, gently twist. Let's come back to center on the inhale and reach your arms up. On the exhale, twisting to the right. Right hand come behind you. Left hand comes to the outside of that right knee or thigh. Take a breath in, lengthen. On your exhale, again, twisting from the bottom into the center. And then right up to the crown of the head, gently turn your chin. Look over that right shoulder. Let your inhale lengthen the body, lengthen the spine. And let the exhale create the twist. On your next inhale, we'll come back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up. On your exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Place your hands in front of the body here. And we're going to keep our sits bones on the mat. We're just going to walk ourselves forward. Keeping the chin lifted, creating length in the spine, lifting up and out of the hips. Now drop your head, bring the biceps by your ears. Push into the fingertips, slide your hips back, lengthen through the crown of the head. Just create space. We're going to walk our fingers, walking the hands back towards the body. Let's take our hands right behind our back. Draw the shoulders together behind you. Pull the belly in. Lift up your heart, lift your chin, push into the hands. Lift your hips up off the ground. Bring them up. Lift them up. Drop your head. Carefully and slowly lower everything back down. Chin comes to chest. Hands come up on the knees. Roll your shoulders up over the ears and pull them back. Sigh. Like that again. Exhale, sigh. All right, let's come to stand on our knees. And we're going to curl our toes under. So make sure you just take a moment to make sure that they're all joining the party. Nice flexibility here in the toes. Take your arms, again, palms together. Let's just reach our arms out. Reaching in opposite directions, thumbs facing up. Let's just make little circles in the same direction. I'm moving in a clockwise position with the left hand here. And we're going to hold here, and I'm going to just change positions, change direction. All right, turn your palms to face up. Stretch out in opposite directions from the fingertips. And once again, let's bring the fists together and pop them out. Bring them together, pop them out. So just clench your fist, release your fingers. Clench your fist, release your fingers. One more time, clench your fist, release your fingers. Turn the palms so the thumbs are facing down, the back of the hands facing the top of your neck. Relax your shoulders. Stretch in opposite directions. Real opening here. Just breathe. And let the breath be your awareness. Yeah, you're working hard. The arms are singing out to you a little bit. Send that breath through where the arms are feeling it. You turn the palms up. Bring our hands together, heart center. And bring the fingertips down to the floor. Desktop. Tabletop position. Uncurl your toes. Go ahead, just tap your toes for a moment there. Let's spread the knees about as wide as our mat. We're going to bring our hips back towards our heels, a la child's pose. Now flowing forward, come forward and drop your hips down, roll your shoulders back. Slowly push into the hands, bring your hips back towards your heels, drop your head towards the earth. And then inhale, let's start moving with our breath. Inhale, come forward, drop your hips towards your wrists, roll your shoulders back, lift your chin. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back. And exhale, come back forward. 2 more like this, please. Inhale, all the way back. And exhale, bring yourself forward. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Let's come back to tabletop. A few rounds of cat and cow. Take an inhale through the nose. As you exhale, find your cat pose. Chin to chest, belly to spine. When you're ready, breathe in. Drop your belly towards the floor. Bring your chest forward. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your chin up. Extend the tail to the sky. When you're ready to exhale, pull the belly up to the spine. Tuck your tail down, bring the chin to your chest. A couple of breaths in your own rhythm. Closing your eyes, really trying to come into the body, noticing maybe the movement of your belly button. Maybe the way the tailbone tucks. Maybe you're watching the chin carve up to the sky, tuck to the chest. Again, just intentionally coming into the body. Letting the thoughts go, thoughts of the day, and choosing rather to be with this present moment. One more cycle of breath. Inhale, exhale. Meet at a neutral spine. We're just going to take our knees back a couple of inches and curl those toes under, lifting up into our downward dog. Inhale. On your exhale, lift your hips. Push your heels towards the mat as you straighten the legs. Drop your head between your arms. Push into the fingertips, particularly the thumb and the index finger. Feel like that right hand is tightening up a jar and the left hand is actually loosening the jar. So you're going to feel the underpits, the underarms, you're going to feel them drawing towards one another. Push through the heels of the hand, lift your hips high, push your heels towards the ground. Keep a soft bend in the knees and let that allow you to lift your hips. Look between your heels. Create space between your fingertips and your ears. As you lift your hips a little bit higher and sinking your heels a little bit lower, not worrying if they never come down to the mat. Most people just simply don't have that flexibility in the feet to be able to make that happen. That's great. Lift your hips a little bit higher, sink your heels a little bit lower. Lengthen from fingertips to the top of your hips. Melt your heart back towards your thighs. Use an inhale, lift up high in your toes. Exhale, bend your knees and hover above the mat. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower your heels to the mat. Inhale, lift up high in your tippy toes. Pivoting on the toes so the heels to the right. Lower your heels towards the right side of your mat. Bend your knees. Inhale, straighten your legs, lift your hips. Pivot those heels to the top and then over to the left side of the mat. Lower the heels, bend your knees, stretch right side body. Inhale, bring everything back up to the sky. And exhale, push your heels towards the mat. Now look up towards your hands, bend your knees, take little wee steps, and walk your feet up in between your hands, Uttanasana. Forward fold. Now feet can be hip width apart or they can be together, toes and heels to touch. I usually start with my feet apart. Now completely drop your head. Shake your head yes and no.
Take your hands and reach for opposite elbows. And allow the whole body to just gently sway. Bringing the body weight to the edges of the feet, to the heels, to the toes. Playing like a child. Flirting with the balance. Let your fingertips come on down to the mat. Soft bend of the knees. Take your hands up onto your thighs. And now inhale, flatten your back. Pull the belly in, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Extend the tail towards the back of the mat as you lengthen through the crown of the head. Pull the belly up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now lift your toes. Push into the four corners. Feel that firm foundation rooting down. On your exhale, fingers to the floor, drop your head, look between your knees, tip your tailbone up. Let your belly lift up towards the spine. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. So a slightly different position with the band, with the hands and arms, creates a lengthening of the spine here. So again, adjust through the torso, draw up from the front side body, belly lifts up. Lengthen through spine, squeeze shoulder blades together. As your hips lift a little higher, feel the tightness and the stretch in the hamstrings of the legs. Once again, hover the toes for just a moment, root down. Let just the toes rest to help and support with the balance. On your exhale, pull the belly up, drop your head, fingertips come back down to the earth. Shake your head yes or no. Now come up onto your fingertips. Your hands in front of your feet. Now push into the fingertips, pull your belly up. Now lengthen the spine as long as you can. See if you can look forward, lift the chin. Create length in the spine. Feel the tightness in the hamstrings. Lift your hips a little higher maybe. Straighten your legs a little more. Lift your toes up off the mat again. Root down. Lift your hips, and then soften and round over the legs. Exhale, release, let it all go. Let's bring your hands up onto your hips. Point your elbows up to the sky. Draw the belly in. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Leading with your heart and a flat back. Inhale, come up halfway. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Squeeze the elbows together. Keep the chin away from your chest. Breathe in. Now on your exhale, come all the way the rest of the way. Relax the arms alongside your body. Palms facing the front. Roll your shoulders up and back. Lift your toes. Spread your toes. Root down. The fingertips, your toes come back to the ground. Palms facing the front. Reaching to the floor with the fingertips, growing a little tall through the crown of the head. Feel active through the legs. Lift your knees up toward your thighs. Feel that engagement in the thighs. Tuck your tail down. Draw the belly back towards the spine and lift the belly up to the heart. Gently draw the shoulder blades together. Feel opening through the chest, through the collarbone. Lengthen through the neck. Pull the chin up towards your ears. Fix your gaze on one spot. Breathe here. On an inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Arms alongside the body. Inhale. Sweep your arms up, gathering energy. Palms come together. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms alongside the body. Inhale, sweep them up. Reaching up. Taking a hold of something precious and exhale, placing that into your heart. Bow your head. Touch your thumbs with your fingertips. Moving through some sun cells.
Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, drawing the hands to your heart center, pulling the belly up to the spine, bending in the hips, softening through the knees, forward fold. Halfway lift. Hands on one of those three positions we explored. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive your arms. Inhale, rise all the way up. Touch your palms above the head. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, all the way back down. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, breathe out. Fingers onto the mat, bend your knees, step the right foot back. Wiggle the toe further and further back. Look forward, drop your hips. Relax through the shoulders, drop your hips. Lengthen through that right heel. Bring the right knee down to the mat and curl the right toes. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, scissor the thighs together. Lift your heart up, look up. Exhale, frame your front foot. Curl the back toe under, lift the knee, rock back, step the right foot forward. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back. Wiggle that left toe further and further back so the heel's right above the toe. Right knee under right shoulder. Push the left heel back, look forward. Feel the length, let the hips soften. Pull the shoulders back. Drop the left knee down and curl the left toes. Inhale, let your arms sweep up, lift your heart, pull the belly in. Take a breath in here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl the back toe under, lift your knee, rock back, step left foot forward. Half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Reach your arms forward and up, rise up, inhale. Palms come together, exhale down to your heart. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Arms alongside your body. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands to the mat, left foot back this time. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, stay here. Take your right hand and grab your left wrist. Breathe in. As you exhale, lean over to your right. Scissor those thighs together. Right hand pulling left hand. Turn your chin, look under the left thigh. And looking under that left bicep, lengthening. Breathing. Release the left wrist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Curl your back toe under. Breathe in. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. Exhale, drop the right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, sink your hips low. Now grab the right wrist with the left hand. Breathe in. As you exhale, scissoring the thighs, you can keep that foundation. Pull that right arm over to the left. Take your chin, look under that right bicep. Breathe along right side body. Release the right wrist. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, hands down. Curl the back toe under. Breathe in. Lift your knee. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Hands to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Just rest your thumbs on your heart for a moment. Bow your head. Check in. Use this pause to simply identify and notice what's happening inside you. Explore the quality of your breath. Explore the quality of your thoughts. Be with the sensations that are beginning to awaken in your body. Let's move again. Arms alongside your body. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step both feet back, high plank, and hold. Take a moment, hold in your plank. Adjust your body. Have your shoulders above the heels of your hands, fingers spread wide, pushing down into the pads of each and every finger. Feel as though the belly is levitating from the earth. Pull it up. Engage your buttocks, engage your thighs. Have your heels above your toes. Push the heels away. Lengthen through the crown of the head in the opposite direction. Take a breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale. Stay again for the exhale. Breathe in, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Breathe out, flow your body forward, high plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, wave your body forward, high plank. One more, inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, forward, high plank. Everyone come on down to your knees. Uncurl your toes. With the elbows brushing alongside your body, come down in a long line so everything touches at the same time, belly, chest, face. Push the tops of your feet down. With no weight in your hands, inhale. Lift your head and shoulders up. Look straight down, lengthen through the crown of the head. Push your feet firmly down, feel the knees lift up. You've got to breathe. Let yourself lift, breathe in. Hold here, exhale. Last time, breathe in. As you exhale, soften and bring the nose back down to the mat. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Hands under your shoulders. Inhale. Bring yourself to your hands and knees. Exhale, just stay here. Curl your toes under, breathe in. Exhale, lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Look between your heels. Come to stillness. Finding a deeper expression now in your dog. Push your heart back to your thighs. Push your hands away from your shoulders. Grip into your mat. Lift your hips. And melt your heels. Breathe in, look up towards your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, step, float, or hop your feet in between your hands. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up, breathe in. Palms come together, exhale, hands to heart. Arms alongside you, inhale, breathe in. Swan dive, forward fold, breathe out. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, all the way to plank pose, breathe in. Option to use your knees, lower down halfway or all the way. Forward and up. Upward facing dog or baby cobra pose. Push your hips back up, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together, push into the left foot. Let your right leg lift high to the sky. Bend and stack right hip on top of left. Open your hips up. Take a peek under your right arm. Lift that right knee higher. Squeeze the right heel towards your butt. Push the left heel down. Try to keep equal weight between the arms, not dumping out on that left arm. Now straighten your right leg. Point your right toes to the ground. Bend that right knee, bring it up into your chest as you come to plank. Inhale, send the right leg high. Step the right foot between your hands.
Warrior one. Step the left foot halfway in. Point your left toes towards the top left-hand corner. Pull your right hip back. Keeping your belly down on your thighs, bring both hands onto your hips. Now lengthen the spine and lift the spine only enough so the belly is no longer resting on that right hip. Square your hips. Level your hips. Keep your chin away from your chest. Lengthen your spine. Push into that left heel. Keep your spine long. On an inhale, bring your shoulders up. Bring your shoulders on top of your hips. Square your hips again. And then reach those arms up. Palms facing one another. Drop your shoulders down. Stretch your fingers out wide. There's a slight rotation of pinky fingers pointing towards one another. Pull the belly in. Lift the belly towards the heart. Feel it opening in the chest as you gently draw your shoulder blades together. Shoulders stay soft. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, transitioning to warrior two, right hand forward, left arm back. Heel toe the feet a little further apart. Now we want to position the right knee over top of the right ankle. The left toes are pointing to what would be 9 o'clock. Feel as though the outer edge of that left foot is pulling towards the right heel. Engage through the thighs, tuck your tail down. Gently draw your belly towards the spine. Turn the palms, thumbs are up. On an inhale, reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. On the exhale, turn the palm to the sky and sweep your hand up and over your head, coming into your peaceful warrior. Gaze up onto that right bicep. Walk your left fingertips down that left leg. Breathe in. And exhale, lunge into that right knee a little deeper. Stretch all along the right side of your body. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, windmill your hands down. Frame your front foot. Step your right foot back. High plank position. Hold the plank. Bring your feet together. Setting up for side plank. Rolling the right foot on top of the left foot. Reaching now the right arm up to the sky. Lifting the hips high. Taking the gaze towards the right thumb. Lengthening and lifting. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. On the exhale, hands to the mat. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. This is a resting pose at this moment. Find your breath. Find your energy. And let's go again on the other side. On an inhale, lift your left leg up. You're going to bend the left knee. Stack left hip on top of right. As you open your hips up to the left side of your mat, let your inhale again lift that left knee higher. And again, squeezing the flexed toes of the left foot back towards your bum. Exhale. Lift up a little higher. Squeeze a little tighter. Straighten out left leg. Square your hips towards the floor. On an inhale, high plank, left knee into your chest. Shoulders above wrists. Inhale, left leg high. Now step that left foot between your hands for warrior one. Bring the right foot onto the floor. Square your hips. Bring your hands up onto your hips. Keep the body low. Now use these hands to square your hips. Pull the belly in, lengthen the spine. Engage your core. Keeping the spine long, your shoulders are going to lift up over top of your hips. Inhale. Exhale, lunge into that left knee, bring your arms up. Reach for the sky. Root into the earth. Square your hips towards the front of the mat. Breathe up the front of your body. Let the exhale caress the back of the spine. Pull the breath from right underneath you, up over the belly, chest to face. And exhale, slide that breath down the full length of your spine. Inhale, let's reach up. On your exhale, transitioning warrior two, left hand forward, right hand back. And again, we're going to heel toe those feet just a little further apart. Want that left knee right on top of the left ankle. Want the right leg straight and strong, right toes pointing to 3 o'clock or 2:30. Pulling the right heel towards the left heel. Squaring our hips to the right side of our mat. Belly pulls in, lifts up, tail tucks down. Looking over the ring finger of the left hand. Always being cognizant that we're reaching towards the back of the mat with the same intensity as we're reaching towards the front of the mat. Feel your feet pulling together. Let your inhale lift slightly. Let your exhale lunge. Every breath an opportunity to get a little deeper. Turn your palms, thumbs are up. On an inhale, reach. Create the extension. Now turn the left palm to the sky. Right hand rests on your back thigh. Again, keeping the extension. And exhale, peaceful warrior. Walking the right fingertips down the floor. Feeling compression on the right side body, right at the hips. Right at the waistline there. Creating compression into the kidneys. Walking that right hand far down. There's no weight on that right hand. Just guiding your body. Keeping that left knee deeply bent. Take another breath. Your exhale, we're going to windmill our hands down. Frame our front foot. We're going to step back into that high plank. Now bring your feet together. This time shifting left foot on top of right. Left arm reaches up. Lift your hips high as you can. Modify if you need to. Bring that foot down. Bring a knee down. Go on down to your elbow. Whatever you need to do. Take another breath. Bring that left hand down. High plank. Inhale. Option to use your knees. Lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog. Push it all back. Downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. On an inhale, lift up high on your toes. Wave your body forward to a high plank. Breathe in. As you exhale, counting to 5, lowering your body down slowly, slowly, all the way down. 3, 2, and 1. Pushing yourself back into child's pose. Spreading the knees nice and wide. Bringing the big toes to touch. Bringing the hips back towards the heels. Forehead rests on the mat. Sink your hips down towards your heels. Now walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Walk them so far over to the right you can feel the pinky finger of the left hand touching the right edge of the mat, or you're even beyond. Again, this is very much about your body, where the flex, where the stretch is. We're just trying to create sensation along the left side of the body. Breathing into that left side, keeping your left hip down, letting the forehead rest where it may. Let's walk our hands back to the center. And then we'll move them over to the left edge of the mat. Settling down, ensuring the right hip stays low. Making sure that that right hand is walked far enough to the left that we're now feeling that stretch from the pinky finger of the right hand right down into your right hip. Breathing along with that right rib cage, those intercostal muscles. Imagining our rich oxygenated blood just soaking into these muscles. Walk our hands back towards the center. And then just simply pulling ourselves forward, coming down onto the belly with the elbows underneath
The shoulders, spreading the fingers wide, just taking a moment here in Sphinx. Drawing the shoulders back, lifting the chin, having the feet about hip width apart, pushing the tops of the feet down. Just letting the center of the chest melt towards the floor. Pushing your heart slightly forward, drawing the shoulders back. It's a lovely pose. So good for the back. So good for the digestive system. All right, let's rest our head. Just cross one hand on top of the other. Spread your elbows wide. Just bring your forehead to rest on the back of the hands. Now take your arms along the side of your body, forehead on the mat. You can turn the palms to face down, or you can take those hands and interlace them above the hips. Draw your shoulders up and back. Breathe in. As you exhale, lift your head and shoulders, lift your feet. Take your arms up and away from your body. Pull the shoulders together. Lift up a little higher. Shoulders lift, hands lift, feet lift. One more breath. And with control, slowly lower everything down. Bend your knees, reach back and take hold of your feet. Bring the knees together as best you can. Breathe in. Exhale, kick your feet into your hands, lift your head and shoulders. Breathe in. And now take your toes to the sky. Thighs lift up. Heart peels away from mat. You're lifting. You're kicking. You're opening up and releasing everything down. Hands under shoulders. Push yourself to hands and knees. Push yourself back to child's pose. Knees wide, toes touch, forehead rests. Relax your elbows and shoulders. Melt your heart towards the mat. Lengthen through the tailbone when you breathe in. Soften as you breathe out. Hands under shoulders. Push yourself to standing on your knees again. Curl those toes under like we were earlier today. Bring your hips above your knees. Setting up for camel pose. Hands come behind you. Pinky fingers touching. Heels of your hand right on the waistline. You want to keep your hips held over top of your knees, squeezing the elbows together. So looking straight ahead, gently draw the belly in. Let your heart lift up. Let your chin up. Look up. Keep your hips forward. Keep the spine long. Lift your heart towards the sky. Take the crown of your head now towards the back of the room. Option to take your hands to your heels, keeping your hips above those knees. Those that are holding here, squeezing the elbows together. Feeling the heart lift to the sky, the crown of the head towards the back of the room. Coming out of this slowly, carefully, slowly coming forward. Your chin's going to come to your chest. Uncurl your toes. Bring your hips back towards your heels. Let your chin rest onto the chest. Palms face down, palms face up on the thighs, whatever feels right for you here. All right, we're simply going to come to lying on our backs.
Bringing the soles of both feet on the floor with your feet hip width apart. You're going to cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Flex those right toes back towards your knee. Place your right hand on your right thigh, your right knee. With those right toes flexed, just push into that right knee and feel the stretch. Can you feel the stretch in your right thigh, your right hip, the right buttocks? If you're feeling sensation here, just stay. If you want to go a little deeper, take that right hand, reach between your legs, grab a hold of the left thigh or the left shin. Again, keeping the right toes flexed. Breathe in, push your right hip down towards the sky, down towards the ground. As you exhale, pull the left knee up towards your left shoulder. You may be able to use that right elbow to gently push that right thigh away from the belly. Sensation is in the right hip, the right buttocks. This is the preformis. We're also giving a lovely massage to the whatever it's called. Sciatica. There you go. Sciatica muscle. Take one more breath. Now we're going to let that left foot land on the floor with the right ankle still where it's positioned. Take your arms out into a T shape, palms face down. Push into the left foot to lift your hips, slide them over towards the right edge of the mat and lower your hips on the right edge. And now simply let the legs float down to the left side of your body. That right foot will land right on the floor, the outside of the left thigh on the floor. This might not be comfortable, it might feel fine. It's just a modification of our supine twist. So you can turn your head, look over the right shoulder, keeping your legs just like this. You may want to uncross them. You may even want to take them into eagle legs and cross that right thigh over top of the left thigh. However you get, see if you can just turn your gaze and look over the right shoulder. All right, let's start. Come out of the pose. First, turn your head to look up. Take a breath in. Use the exhale. Let the legs float back up and cross your legs. Let's set up for the other side. So push it. The right foot stays on the mat. Left leg lifts up. Cross your left ankle over top of the right thigh. So the first part of this is just taking your left hand and pushing the left knee away from you with the left toes flexed. And again, looking for sensations in the left hip and the left butt. So if there's not much going on here and you want to sort of go deeper, take that left hand, reach between your legs, take a hold of the thigh or the shin of the right leg. Keep both sits bones rooted down, like so you're keeping your tail down. Flex the left toes. Breathe in, feel your right buttocks curl under. Breathe out now and squeeze that right knee up towards your right shoulder. And again, there's always an option using the left elbow here, pushing away the left thigh. That's going to add to the severity of the stretch in the right preformis muscle here. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, we're releasing the pose, but we're going to come into that twist. So just let the right foot land on the floor. Your left knee is still on top of the left ankle. Take your arms out into a T shape. Turn your palms down. Push into the right foot. Lift your hips. Slide them to the left edge of your mat. Breathe in. And on your exhale, you're going to lower those legs over towards the right side of your body. That left foot might come to land. So again, you can adjust your legs. You may want to, again, uncross them and change the way they are. You might like them just like this. And then you're going to just simply take your gaze towards your left shoulder. So again, we want to have both shoulder blades as much as possible rooted down. With the eyes closed, just noticing where the breath is traveling in your body. We've really opened our body up today, just opening to now all the sensations that are there, looking at you, waiting for you to notice. your eyes up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. And then exhale, we'll float the legs back up and cross your legs. Draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Lift your head and shoulders up. Squeeze tightly. Keeping the right knee into the chest. Let the left leg go long. Push through the left heel, wind relieving pose. Breathe in, squeeze that right knee up towards your shoulder. Exhale, push the left heel away. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Switching the legs, right leg goes long, left knee comes into the shoulder. Interlace the fingers above the shin, maybe the non-dominant way. Breathe in, push your right heel away. Breathe out, squeeze left knee up towards left shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. Invite that right knee back in, both legs into the chest, flatten the spine, tip your tailbone back towards the ground, breathe in, big belly breath. Breathe out, squeeze the thighs against the belly. Breathing in, breathing out and squeezing. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Release your legs, let them go long. Walk your feet apart so the heel's at the corner of the mat. Reach your arms up. Lift your legs up. Tighten your body in every which way you can. Squeeze your toes, squeeze your hands, lift everything up. Activate every muscle in your body. Squeezing tightly for 3, for 2, and for 1. Release. Everything back to the mat. Big breath in through your nose. Inhale. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale. Exhale with a sigh. Final Shavasana. Take a moment here. Make any small adjustments. Getting your body into a position that you can remain motionless and yet comfortable for the next 3 or 4 minutes. So have your shoulder blades underneath your heart, your chin slightly tucked towards your chest, fingers, palms are relaxed, toes flopping open. You found that sweet spot on the back of the head. Take a moment and just scan over your body. Scanning from the feet, relaxing the feet, in through the legs, the shins, the thighs, the buttocks, the lower back, relaxing through the ribs, allowing all those internal organs an opportunity for them too to rest. Relaxing the middle back, the upper back. Acknowledging the work of the heart and the lungs. Relaxing hands, wrists, forearms, elbows. Relaxing shoulders. Relaxing through the neck. Noticing any energy in the jaw area. Unclenching the teeth. Relaxing through the cheeks, the nose, the ears. Relaxing through the eyes, the eyebrows and the forehead.
Starting to invite some small movement into the body as we prepare to wake the body up. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Making some circles with the wrists and ankles. And then when you're ready, drawing your legs together, taking the arms over the head. Pointing the toes, reaching the fingertips away. Stretching and awakening the body. Pulling the knees up towards your chest for, again, another hug. A hug of gratitude and thanking the body for all that hard work it's done. Acknowledging the strength that is there for us. Giving thanks to our immunity systems for keeping us healthy. Rolling over onto your right or left side. And then pushing yourself up into an easy sitting position. Just taking a moment to acknowledge our practice. Maybe bringing your hands to heart center. Touching your heart with your thumbs, bowing your head. Just feeling the breath touching the fingertips. Use an inhale, touch your forehead with your thumbs, acknowledging that inner voice, that inner teacher that is there guiding you. Taking the hands above the head, acknowledging the universe, our connection to the whole that we are. Bring our hands to our heart, touching our heart, recognition of the love, the light, and the compassion that is there for us. The light in my heart bows, honors, and respects the same light in yours. Namaste.